Hi, this is Patty Gray. I added you to this closed group without asking you first, and I want you to know that you should feel free to excuse yourself from the group, but I'm hoping that you'll hear me out before you go. There's a lot of things that people can do to help that they may not know about, and I just want to go over a couple of those things, and then whether you stay or you go from this group is okay. No hard feelings either way. As some of you may know, I took over running a 501c3 charity in an effort to help raise money to cure Rett syndrome. Many of you that I've added to this group also have children with Rett syndrome, and I know that you share in my hope that this will be cured. As I've gotten into now running a charity versus volunteering for a charity, I have a better understanding of the difficulties in raising money because it's always hard to keep asking the same people for money. And I know many of you, I've done that over and over again, and I want to thank a lot of you for loyally contributing. Normally, for my job, I help small businesses get legal, do the kinds of stuff that is needed but doesn't need to bother the owner as far as what they need to do to run a business. So I started thinking about the issues of raising money for a charity more in business terms and decided that there has to be more ways to make money without begging people to participate in fundraisers or just flat out donate. Other businesses do it. It's called passive income. And what that means is that it just kind of makes money on its own once it's set up. So it's common in fundraisers or events that people will be buying things like t-shirts or bracelets or things like that. But the problem with that, there's always a risk involved because you have to buy something up front not knowing that it'll sell. For example, t-shirts a lot of times are actually money losers for charities because we have to guess how many to buy, whether the design will be something people like, what sizes will they want, will more men buy it than women buy it. So it's a really risky venture, as are most of the things that you get into for fundraising, that there's an upfront cost and you don't know if you'll get it back. So when you think about it from a business standpoint, there's a couple of things. First of all, there's some things that you guys probably already do that you don't realize could make more money. For example, those of you that shop on Amazon.com, perhaps you are unaware that there's something called smile.amazon.com. Smile.amazon.com is exactly like Amazon.com. I mean, it is a part of Amazon.com, but they let you pick a charity for you to donate to. So my charity is called Investment U to the IRS. It is called Crush Rett Syndrome. That's what we're doing business under. So if you go to smile.amazon.com instead of just plain vanilla Amazon.com when you shop, it'll let you pick a charity. And if you pick Investment U, then a portion of your purchase price comes to me and it costs you nothing more. Another good one that I know is registered in the program is Girl Power to Cure. Girl Power to Cure also is focused on curing Rett syndrome, and they're registered for the program. So if you're shopping on Amazon.com and you're not picking a charity, you're kind of losing an opportunity to help others. Costs you nothing, and you might as well do it. So I'm hoping that everyone here that heard that will do that. Another program that, and this happens all in different locations, but another one that costs you nothing except for a little bit of effort up front in Arizona. And I'm sure there's similar things everywhere because it's with a grocery store called Fry's Food, which is the same thing as Kroger in other places. They support their local charities. We charities just need to register with them. And then every time someone uses their Fry's VIP card when they grocery shop, a portion of a bucket of money goes to that charity. So this is, you go to frysfood.com, you go to their community rewards program, and mine is Investment U. You can find it that way, or by this number 49312. If you do that, go online and register that charity, then every time you just grocery shop, I'll get a portion of their giving that month, which is awesome because it costs you nothing, but it gets us a little bit because it does cost money to run a charity. And none of us want to use donated money to just run the charity. So I have recently signed up for something, which is what this group is about, called Unique. It's YOUNIQUE at Crush Rett. So it's this. This is my first dive into what is known as multi-level marketing, which I was totally against. I've been hit up a lot for things like, Mary Kay, Avon, in old school days it was Tupperware. You go to the hosted party, and the whole idea of making money is you make money off what you sell and what anyone else sells underneath you. But the thing is many of these things required upfront commitment. And if you didn't hit a certain sales target, you didn't sign up enough people, you would just have to keep paying. And so essentially the people that are signing up are the customers. And that's how they make money. And, certainly I couldn't sign up the charity in a potentially risky thing that would just drain money instead of raise money. So I was looking at this because my personal trainer left the job so that she could focus full time on this, which said to me, must be making enough money for her to be able to do that. So I wanted to learn more about it because I thought maybe this is a way, because I really don't know any woman that leaves the house without just even one thing on, whether it's mascara or lipstick or eyeliner or something. And even though I'm largely makeup free most of the time, I do know that I look better or feel better if I'm just even wearing that one thing. So I started looking at their product line and talked to my trainer, Jackie, and found out that I think the stuff's pretty good. I mean, I didn't want to sign up for something that I didn't feel like was actually a good product, because it doesn't help to sell something to someone and they hate it because they'll never come back. So the whole thing is, get something they're going to get anyways. I mean, it's called the razor blade model, where, you guys always have to get replacement blades or new razor blades. So once you have them, they'll keep buying from you. And that is the idea. But when I looked at it, there's very few cosmetic companies in the US that are allowed to sell in Europe. And they are one of the few that is allowed to sell in Europe. If you stay with this group, you'll see that I'll post something that was recently on BuzzFeed that shows the number of chemicals the US allows women to put on their bodies versus the number of chemicals that are allowed to be used in cosmetics in Europe. And it's actually pretty shocking. So I feel like this stuff is not bad for you. And then they have some products that are actually quite amazing. I didn't know about them before, but through Jackie I've learned about them. And I don't know if they're unique to this company, but for example, there was a lip stain that she put on and then immediately took a drink of wine from a glass and took a bite out of an apple, and her lipstick was still on. It wasn't on her teeth, it wasn't on the apple, it wasn't on the glass. And that's one of the biggest reasons I don't wear lipstick, is because I find it very hard to be near my daughter with Rett syndrome and not kiss her, and I didn't want to keep having to wipe it off her face. The other thing they sell, which is their number one product, is called 3D lashes. So if you can see this, you can see the before and the final. And then this one and this one are different just because some of them are with just one coating and some of them with a second coating. And these have these natural fibers in it. So instead of putting, gluing on false lashes, they actually, every time you use it, just keep adding more fibers to give you longer or fuller lashes. Not something for me because my eyelid structure doesn't support that, but I know that a lot of women like that look, and I think it looks great. So they have these cool products. They even have a line that is gluten-free, which I didn't realize until I had some gluten sensitive friends that even having it on their hands was a problem. So I felt like, well, this is a good thing. It also has no risk in it. If I just don't sell enough, I just don't sell. There isn't a ongoing draining of money from the charity for this. So what I'm asking is that you consider next time you buy makeup to consider buying it through this. Oh wait, that's wrong. uniqueproducts.com/crushret. I will have the link right below this video. Also, I'll always be having these hosted parties available on that site. If you buy through that hosted party, not only do I get a healthy commission, which will 100% of it will go to the charity, but we also get free products that we can use to raise even more money. If you find that the products are too expensive, because they're kind of in between grocery store and department store, you can host a party through the charity, and then what you make gets you free products, but the commissions will go to the charity. The other way you can help is if you, like me, I'm a stay-at-home mom, even though my job is just 100% at home. It just creates a great work-life balance. I actually don't know how we did this before when my husband and I both worked outside of the house, because even when the FedEx guy comes to the door, if no one's here if it's something I have to sign for and no one's home, I just don't even remember how we did this. My husband and I now both work from home because we eventually needed to, because of the needs of my daughter, and it really makes life easier. So if you're a stay-at-home mom, or you've lost your job, or you're struggling to keep your job because you just have to miss so much work because of your daughter, you can join through the charity, and then you make commissions. The charity also gets some commissions, and you get free stuff. And it's a great way. I know some people just make thousands of dollars a month. It's really rather unbelievable to me. And so I'm hoping that with your help, you will buy your cosmetics through the charity. They are good quality and good they're not bad for you. I don't know if any cosmetics are actually good for you. I think the skincare products are. We would love to have you help us and, help yourself. If you decide to host a party or join, we make it totally easy. We make sure you just have to spread the word, but we will help you create the content and excitement, the information to get things going. So that's the message. Sorry it took so long, but I'm hoping that you will stick around. We will have beauty tips as well as life-work balance tips and other just fun videos and information on the charity, on the makeup products, the unique products, and other ways to help you be beautiful. Thank you.